Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about suicide. And the reason why I'm going to talk about that today is because we are in September, which is Suicide Awareness Month. And this entire YouTube channel is going to be dedicated to talking about mental health and my journey in particular, in hopes of helping others who have been on a similar journey to show the world that it's okay to talk about things and let's get rid of the stigma. But again, specifically today, I just want to talk quickly about suicide, as in 2 weeks from now, I am going to be doing a suicide prevention walk in honor of a young man who was a student in my building a few years back, and unfortunately he decided that he was going to take his own life, and he did complete suicide. And I believe everything happens for a reason, and when I heard his story, I knew that that was the reason that I was struggling for so long with my own mental health. And I knew that everything happened for a reason, but I couldn't understand why I was struggling for so many years and what the purpose of that struggle was, until I heard James's story and realized that my purpose in life, the reason why I had struggled as much as I had for as long as I had, was for a reason. And that reason is to be here and share my story and share my experience and hopefully remove the stigma that people place around mental health, and hopefully help other people open up about what they're struggling with, and hopefully that will get some people the help that they need rather than holding it inside for so long and possibly contemplating suicide as an option. Basically, one thing I read was that about 60% of people who attempt suicide have suffered from some type of mental health issue, to include depression, mood disorders, bipolar disorder, and some others. I am one of those people. I definitely suffer from depression and anxiety. And at one point in my life, I did make an attempt on my own life. Thankfully, I was interrupted in that process, and I'm here, and I'm actually doing much better than I have been in a very long time. So I don't really want people to think that suicide is the only option that they have. I have treatment-resistant depression, and so for many years, for the better part of 14 years now, I've tried different medications. I've been on one medication. I've been on 10 medications in one day over the span of several months, and they could work for a couple weeks and then stop working altogether. I've tried other treatments for my depression that were not medication ways of treating my depression, and I have found some relief. I'm not saying that anybody who takes medication, if the medication is working, that is amazing, and I'm happy for you. But some people are in my position where different medications do not work for them, so they have treatment-resistant depression as well. And I'll tell you that in the toughest part of my struggle with depression, when I did attempt my own suicide and was unsuccessful, thankfully, I actually wished for death in other ways, because I was like, well, if I don't take my own life, and my kids need me here, but if I was taken away in another way where it didn't seem so harsh, by getting sick with some incurable disease, then I would have had what I wanted, and that would have been to not be here, and my kids would be able to live with the loss of their mother, at least in the sense of not having to face the fact that their mother had committed suicide. So again, thankfully, I was unsuccessful, and I believe the reason why that is the case is because I'm here to make a change in this world and show people that it is okay to have mental health issues, and it's okay to talk about it, and it's okay to ask for help, and you're not alone. I felt like I was alone because I didn't want to talk to anybody about what was going on. I was ashamed of who I was for a very long time. But then when I heard this story several months back about the young man who completed suicide and he wasn't even 20 years old, I knew that I had to start speaking up about this because I've been there. I've tried. I wanted to not be here anymore. And thankfully, I'm still here. And I've found things that have given me relief and have tools now that help me to manage my anxiety and depression. And now I realize that even on a bad day when I'm not feeling like myself, I do belong here, and I have a purpose for being here, and I have people that need me here and that want me here, and so does everybody else. Everyone is on this earth for a reason, and you may not realize it, but you are touching other people's lives, and you are inspiring people, and you may not know it, but everybody has a purpose. And so my purpose is to share my story with you and let you know that if you are in a bad place, that it's okay. It can pass. Don't feel like suicide is your only option. Reach out to somebody that you trust, somebody that you care about. And if you're not feeling like you're being heard by whoever you talk to, find another person to talk to, because there is somebody out there that will give you the comfort to know that you will get through what you're experiencing, and you'll be so grateful that you continue to reach out until you found the one person that made you feel like you have been heard and let you know that you will be okay. It just may take time, but you will be okay. I hope this video gives you a little bit of inspiration if you're struggling to reach out to somebody. I've been there. You can reach out to me. Just keep fighting every day, because at some point you'll find out that life really is worth living, even if you're struggling and in the moment don't feel like it is worth hanging on. Trust me, I've been there, and I really do see that it is worth holding on and fighting everything you've got to stay on this earth and experience it for what it really is.